Have you ever done something your whole life believing it was healthy, only to later discover there was a better way to do it? For many adults over 50, blueberries have become a daily habit. Maybe you sprinkle them on your morning oatmeal. Maybe you add them to yogurt, cereal, or a smoothie. They're sweet, natural, and widely known as one of the healthiest fruits you can eat. But here's something that might surprise you. Even very healthy foods like blueberries can sometimes lose part of their benefit when they are combined with the wrong foods, especially as our bodies change after the age of 50 or 60. Now, this doesn't mean blueberries are bad. In fact, they are still one of the most nutrient-rich fruits available. But research suggests that certain food combinations may affect how our body absorbs their nutrients or how comfortably we digest them. And for seniors, small choices like this can make a bigger difference than we realize. Because the truth is, after 50, our bodies begin to change. Digestion slows a little, metabolism shifts, and many people begin paying closer attention to their heart health, memory, energy levels, and overall well-being. That's why learning small, practical habits can go a long way in helping us stay active, independent, and feeling our best. And that's exactly why this channel exists. Welcome to Over 50, a place created especially for adults who want to age with strength, knowledge, and confidence. Here, we share simple, research-informed health tips designed to help you support your body, protect your energy, and make smarter everyday choices without confusion or complicated medical language. Think of this channel as a friendly conversation about health, the kind of advice many of us wish we had learned earlier. Because staying healthy after 50 isn't about strict diets or giving up everything you enjoy. It's about understanding your body a little better and making small adjustments that add up over time. And today's topic is one that many people never hear about. We're going to talk about blueberries and 3 common foods that seniors may want to avoid eating with them. These foods are extremely common in everyday meals, and most people have no idea they might affect how blueberries work in the body. By the end of this video, you'll understand why these combinations matter, what research suggests, and some simple tips you can use right away to get the most benefit from this powerful fruit. So if you're over 50 or helping care for someone who is, stay with us, because this small piece of knowledge may change the way you look at one of the most popular, healthy foods in America. Have you ever added a handful of blueberries to your breakfast and thought, this must be one of the healthiest things I can eat? For many people over 50, blueberries feel like the perfect food. They're sweet, natural, and often called a superfruit. Many seniors add them to oatmeal, yogurt, smoothies, or cereal every day. But here's something most people don't realize. While blueberries are very healthy, eating them together with certain foods may not always be the best combination, especially as our bodies change after 60. In fact, some common foods may affect how your body absorbs the nutrients in blueberries, or how your digestion handles them. Now, this doesn't mean blueberries are bad. Not at all. Research suggests they may support heart health, brain function, and healthy aging. But the way we combine foods can matter, particularly for seniors who may already be dealing with slower digestion, blood sugar concerns, or medications. So today, we're going to talk about 3 foods that may not always mix well with blueberries for some older adults. And don't worry, this video is not about removing healthy foods from your life. It's about learning small, practical adjustments that may help your body use those nutrients better. Let's start by understanding why food combinations can matter more after age 60. As we age, several natural changes happen in the body. Digestion can slow down. Our metabolism becomes less efficient. The stomach may produce less digestive acid. And many adults over 50 begin taking medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, or blood sugar. Because of these changes, the body sometimes processes foods differently than it did when we were younger. Certain foods may compete for absorption. Some combinations may lead to bloating or digestive discomfort. Others may slightly affect how the body handles sugar or nutrients. Again, this does not mean these foods are harmful. It simply means that being mindful of combinations may help some seniors feel better and get the most benefit from their meals. With that in mind, let's talk about the first food that may not always pair well with blueberries for some people: milk. Many seniors enjoy blueberries with milk. Think about blueberry cereal, blueberry smoothies, or blueberries mixed into milk-based drinks. But here's where it gets interesting. Blueberries are rich in natural plant compounds called polyphenols. These compounds are believed to help support heart health and reduce inflammation. However, some research suggests that proteins in milk may bind to these polyphenols. When this happens, the body may absorb fewer of the beneficial compounds from the berries. This doesn't mean milk and blueberries are dangerous together. It simply means the antioxidant benefits of blueberries might be slightly reduced for some people when consumed with large amounts of dairy. Another thing to consider is digestion. Some adults over 50 develop mild lactose intolerance as they age. When milk and fruit sugars are combined, it can sometimes lead to bloating or gas. Again, this doesn't happen to everyone. But if you notice stomach discomfort after blueberry milkshakes or smoothies, this combination could be part of the reason. A simple tip many nutrition experts suggest is spacing them out. You might enjoy blueberries with oatmeal, nuts, or yogurt instead of milk, or have milk at another time of day. Small adjustments like this may help your body absorb more of the berry's natural compounds. Now let's move to the second food combination that may not always be ideal: highly processed sugary foods. Blueberries naturally contain fiber and antioxidants. When eaten on their own or with whole foods, they may support stable blood sugar levels. But when they're combined with foods that already contain large amounts of refined sugar, like pastries, sweet muffins, sugary cereals, or desserts, the overall effect on blood sugar can be very different. Many popular foods marketed as blueberry products actually contain very little real fruit. Instead, they're loaded with refined flour, added sugar, and artificial flavoring. For adults over 50, this combination may cause a faster rise in blood sugar levels. And research suggests that repeated blood sugar spikes over time may be linked to energy crashes, increased hunger, and metabolic concerns. This doesn't mean you can never enjoy a blueberry muffin again. Life should still include small pleasures. But it may be helpful to think of blueberries as a healthy ingredient, not just a decoration on sugary foods. For example, instead of blueberry pastries, you might try adding fresh blueberries to plain oatmeal, mixing them with Greek yogurt, sprinkling them over cottage cheese, or simply enjoying them as a snack with a handful of nuts. These combinations provide fiber, protein, and healthy fats, which may help the body process natural fruit sugars more steadily. Now let's talk about the third food that may be surprising for many seniors: certain blood-thinning foods or supplements taken at the same time. Blueberries naturally contain vitamin K and other compounds that can influence how blood clotting works. For most people, this is not a problem at all. But for seniors who take medications like blood thinners, consistency in vitamin K intake can sometimes matter. Suddenly eating large amounts of vitamin K-rich foods one day and very little the next may influence how certain medications work. Blueberries themselves are not extremely high in vitamin K compared with leafy greens. But if they're eaten together with other high vitamin K foods, like large salads, spinach smoothies, or supplements, it may change overall intake for that day. This is why many healthcare providers recommend keeping vitamin K consumption relatively consistent rather than dramatically increasing or decreasing it. Again, this is not about avoiding blueberries. It's simply about balance and awareness, especially if you take medications that affect blood clotting. If that applies to you, it may be helpful to ask your healthcare provider what level of vitamin K intake works best with your medication plan. Now let's talk about a fourth combination that some seniors may want to watch: Heavy, high-fat fried meals. Blueberries digest relatively quickly because they're mostly water, fiber, and natural sugars. But when they're eaten together with very heavy fried foods, like bacon-heavy breakfasts or deep-fried meals, digestion may slow down significantly. For some older adults, this can lead to a feeling of heaviness, acid reflux, or bloating. As we age, the digestive system sometimes takes longer to process fatty foods. Combining quick-digesting fruit with slow-digesting fried foods may occasionally cause discomfort for certain people. This doesn't mean you must separate fruit from every meal, but some seniors notice they feel better when fruit is eaten earlier in the day or between meals, rather than alongside very heavy foods. Now here's something important to remember. Blueberries themselves remain one of the most nutrient-dense fruits you can eat. They contain fiber, vitamin C, vitamin K, and powerful antioxidants called anthocyanins. Research suggests these compounds may help support brain health, heart health, and healthy aging. Some studies even suggest that regular berry consumption may support memory and cognitive function in older adults. If you have medical conditions, take prescription medications, or follow a specific diet plan, it's always a good idea to talk with your healthcare provider or a registered dietitian before making major dietary changes. They can help you decide what works best for your individual needs. So the next time you enjoy a bowl of blueberries, remember this: you don't need to stop eating them. In fact, they can be a wonderful part of a healthy lifestyle after 50. But being mindful of what you eat them with may help your body absorb nutrients better, support digestion, and keep your energy more stable throughout the day. Small habits, practiced consistently, often make the biggest difference in long-term health. And healthy aging isn't about perfection. It's about learning, adjusting, and taking good care of your body one day at a time. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing to our channel Over 50. Each week, we share simple, research-informed health tips designed especially for adults over 50 who want to stay active, informed, and independent. Thank you for spending a few minutes with us today. And remember, healthy choices today can support a stronger, more vibrant tomorrow. Another helpful thing to understand about blueberries, especially for adults over 50, is how they interact with the digestive system throughout the day. Many seniors notice that certain foods feel easier to digest at specific times. For example, lighter foods in the morning may feel energizing, while heavy meals late at night may lead to discomfort or interrupted sleep. Blueberries are naturally light and refreshing. Because they contain a good amount of water and fiber, they move through the digestive system fairly efficiently. However, when they are eaten in very large portions along with multiple heavy foods, some seniors report feelings of fullness, gas, or mild stomach upset. This is not necessarily caused by blueberries alone. It is often the overall meal composition. For instance, imagine a breakfast that includes pancakes made from refined flour, syrup, bacon, a large glass of milk, and a big portion of blueberries. Individually, none of these foods are harmful in moderate amounts, but together they may create a meal that is very high in sugar, fat, and calories. For an older digestive system, that can sometimes feel overwhelming. A simpler combination may feel more comfortable. Something like oatmeal with blueberries and a small portion of nuts provides fiber, protein, and healthy fats without placing too much strain on digestion. Many nutrition experts who work with older adults often emphasize simplicity in meals. Simple meals are not boring meals. They simply focus on fewer ingredients that work well together and support the body's natural processes. Another important factor to consider is hydration. Blueberries contain water, but they do not replace the need for proper hydration. Sometimes seniors enjoy fruit but forget to drink enough fluids during the day. Dehydration can contribute to constipation, fatigue, and headaches. Fiber-rich foods like blueberries actually work best when the body is properly hydrated. When there is enough water in the digestive system, Fiber helps move waste smoothly through the intestines. Without enough water, fiber may sometimes contribute to constipation in sensitive individuals. So if you enjoy blueberries regularly, it can be helpful to drink water consistently throughout the day as well. A glass of water in the morning, another with meals, and a few more throughout the afternoon can make a meaningful difference. Another interesting point researchers have been exploring is how blueberries may interact with gut bacteria. Inside our digestive system lives a complex community of beneficial bacteria often called the gut microbiome. These bacteria help break down certain foods, produce vitamins, and support immune health. Research suggests that the natural compounds in berries, including blueberries, may act as food for beneficial gut bacteria. When these bacteria thrive, they may support digestion, immune function, and even aspects of mood and brain health. However, the gut microbiome can be sensitive to diet patterns. Highly processed foods, excessive sugar, and lack of fiber may disrupt this balance. That is another reason why combining blueberries with whole foods rather than sugary processed snacks may provide greater benefits. For example, blueberries mixed into plain yogurt may help support beneficial bacteria in the digestive system. The yogurt provides probiotics, which are live beneficial bacteria. The blueberries provide fiber and polyphenols that may help those bacteria grow. Together, they create a combination that many researchers believe supports gut health. Another food pairing that some seniors may want to consider carefully is blueberries, with very high amounts of artificial sweeteners. Artificial sweeteners are commonly found in sugar-free desserts, diet beverages, and certain low-calorie snacks. Some people tolerate them well. Others notice digestive discomfort such as bloating or gas when consuming them frequently. Research on artificial sweeteners and gut health is still ongoing, but some studies suggest they may influence gut bacteria in certain individuals. If blueberries are added to foods already containing artificial sweeteners, the overall digestive experience may not feel as comfortable for some seniors. For example, sugar-free gelatin desserts topped with blueberries might seem like a healthy option. But for individuals sensitive to artificial sweeteners, this combination could contribute to mild digestive upset. A more natural option may simply be fresh blueberries with plain yogurt or a small serving of nuts. These combinations provide natural nutrients without relying heavily on artificial ingredients. Another factor to keep in mind after age 60 is portion size. Blueberries are healthy, but eating very large portions of any fruit at one time may lead to excess sugar intake. Fruit sugars are natural, but they still affect blood glucose levels. For most healthy adults, a reasonable portion of blueberries might be about half a cup to 1 cup at a time. This amount provides beneficial nutrients without overwhelming the digestive system or blood sugar regulation. Pairing fruit with protein or healthy fats may further help maintain steady energy levels. For instance, a small bowl of blueberries with a handful of walnuts creates a satisfying snack that contains fiber, antioxidants, and healthy fats. This combination may help you feel full longer compared to fruit alone. Now let's talk briefly about smoothies, because many seniors enjoy them. Smoothies can be a convenient way to include fruits and vegetables in the diet. Blueberries are often a favorite smoothie ingredient. However, the overall ingredient list matters. Some smoothies include large amounts of fruit juice, sweetened yogurt, flavored syrups, and even ice cream. When these ingredients are combined, the smoothie can become very high in sugar. For older adults trying to manage weight or blood sugar levels, this may not be ideal. A balanced smoothie might include a small portion of blueberries, unsweetened yogurt or milk alternative, a source of protein such as protein powder or nut butter, and perhaps some leafy greens. This type of smoothie provides more balanced nutrition. It may help keep energy levels steady rather than causing rapid sugar spikes. Temperature can also play a small role in digestion. Very cold smoothies may feel refreshing, But some older adults notice that extremely cold drinks can cause stomach discomfort or sensitivity. Allowing frozen blueberries to thaw slightly before blending may make the drink easier on the stomach for some people. Another interesting topic related to blueberries and aging is brain health. You may have heard that blueberries are sometimes called brain berries. This nickname comes from research exploring how berry compounds may support cognitive function. The anthocyanins that give blueberries their deep color are being studied for their potential role in protecting brain cells from oxidative stress. Oxidative stress is a process that occurs naturally in the body but may increase with age. While no single food can prevent cognitive decline, research suggests that diets rich in fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and healthy fats may support long-term brain health. Blueberries can certainly be part of that pattern. However, relying on blueberries alone while consuming a diet high in processed foods may not provide the same benefits. It is the overall dietary pattern that tends to matter most. Many experts point to eating styles such as the Mediterranean diet. This type of eating pattern includes fruits like berries, vegetables, fish, olive oil, nuts, and whole grains. It is associated with heart health and may support healthy aging. Blueberries fit nicely within this type of balanced eating approach. Another practical tip for seniors is to pay attention to food freshness and storage. Fresh blueberries are delicate and can spoil quickly if left at room temperature for too long. Storing them in the refrigerator may help them stay fresh longer. Before eating, gently rinsing them under cool water can help remove dirt or residue. Frozen blueberries are another excellent option. They are typically frozen soon after harvesting, which helps preserve nutrients. Many seniors find frozen berries convenient because they last longer and can be added easily to oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothies. Another small but useful tip is chewing thoroughly. This may sound simple, but chewing plays an important role in digestion. As we age, dental health and saliva production may change slightly. Taking time to chew food well helps the digestive system break down nutrients more effectively. Even soft foods like berries benefit from proper chewing. Eating slowly also allows the body to recognize fullness signals more accurately. This may help prevent overeating and improve overall digestion. Let's also talk about medications briefly. Many adults over 50 take medications for conditions such as high blood pressure, cholesterol, diabetes, or heart health. Certain foods can interact with medications. Blueberries themselves are generally considered safe for most people. However, if you take medications that affect blood sugar or blood clotting, it can be helpful to maintain consistent eating habits. Sudden changes in diet, including suddenly eating very large amounts of fruit, may require adjustments in medication management. This is why healthcare providers often recommend gradual dietary changes. Keeping a simple food journal for a week or two may help you notice how certain meals make you feel. You might observe which food combinations leave you feeling energized and comfortable, and which ones do not. This type of awareness can be very helpful for building sustainable habits. Another topic that sometimes comes up is nighttime eating. Some seniors enjoy fruit as a late-night snack. Blueberries can be a lighter option compared with sugary desserts. However, eating large amounts of fruit very close to bedtime may cause mild digestive activity that interferes with sleep for some individuals. If you enjoy fruit in the evening, pairing a small portion of blueberries with a few nuts or a spoonful of yogurt may create a more balanced snack. Keeping the portion moderate may help prevent nighttime discomfort. It is also helpful to remember that taste preferences can change with age. Some seniors find that foods they once loved taste slightly different later in life. Blueberries tend to remain popular because they are naturally sweet but not overwhelming. If fresh blueberries taste too tart, mixing them with other naturally sweet fruits such as sliced bananas or strawberries may create a pleasant flavor balance. Just be mindful of portion sizes to maintain balanced nutrition. Seasonal eating is another enjoyable way to include blueberries. Fresh blueberries are often at their peak during summer months in many parts of the United States. During that time, they may taste sweeter and more flavorful. In other seasons, frozen berries can provide the same nutritional benefits. Choosing fruits that are in season often means they are fresher and sometimes more affordable as well. Another helpful approach is rotating fruits throughout the week. Instead of eating blueberries every single day, you might alternate with strawberries, raspberries, apples, or oranges. Different fruits provide different vitamins and plant compounds. Variety helps ensure your body receives a wider range of nutrients. This approach also keeps meals interesting and enjoyable, and enjoyment is an important part of healthy eating. Food should nourish the body, but it should also bring satisfaction and pleasure. Many seniors find joy in simple routines, such as preparing breakfast with fresh fruit, sharing meals with family, or enjoying a quiet cup of tea with a small snack. These everyday habits support both physical and emotional well-being. Blueberries can easily be part of these routines. They can brighten up a bowl of oatmeal, add color to a salad, or provide a naturally sweet treat after dinner. The key idea to remember is balance. Healthy aging is rarely about eliminating foods completely. Instead, it is about understanding how foods work together and making thoughtful choices that support your body's needs. By paying attention to food combinations, portion sizes, and overall diet quality, many seniors find they feel more comfortable, energized, and satisfied with their meals. Small adjustments often create meaningful improvements over time. Even something as simple as pairing blueberries with protein, choosing whole foods over processed snacks, and staying hydrated may support better digestion and steady energy. These changes do not need to happen all at once. Gradual improvements tend to be easier to maintain, and consistency over months and years is what often supports long-term health the most. Taking care of your health after 50 is not about strict rules. It is about learning what works best for your body and making choices that help you stay active, independent, and engaged in the things you enjoy most. Blueberries can absolutely remain a part of that lifestyle. The goal is simply to enjoy them in ways that help your body benefit from their nutrients while avoiding combinations that may not work as well for you personally. As we wrap up, the most important thing to remember is this. Blueberries are still one of the healthiest and most enjoyable fruits you can include in your daily routine. They are full of natural nutrients, fiber, and powerful plant compounds that research suggests may support heart health, brain function, and overall well-being as we age. But as we've discussed today, sometimes it's not just what we eat that matters, it's also how we combine our foods. Certain pairings, like highly processed sugary foods, very heavy meals, or large amounts of dairy for some people, may reduce some of the benefits or make digestion a little harder, especially after age 60. The good news is that small adjustments can make a big difference. Choosing simple combinations like blueberries with oatmeal, yogurt, nuts, or other whole foods may help your body absorb nutrients more effectively and keep your energy steady throughout the day. Paying attention to portion sizes, staying hydrated, and noticing how your body responds to different meals are all gentle habits that support healthy aging. And remember, everyone's body is different. What works well for one person may feel different for someone else. That's why it's always wise to speak with your healthcare provider or a registered dietitian if you have specific health concerns, take medications, or are thinking about making significant changes to your diet. Healthy living after 50 is not about perfection. It's about learning, making thoughtful choices, and caring for your body in ways that feel sustainable and enjoyable. So keep enjoying those blueberries, just a little more wisely. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe to Over 50Y for more simple, research-based health tips designed especially for adults who want to stay strong, active, and informed as the years go by. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.